Welcome to Conversations with Jen and Mel. This show is about real life with real people, having real conversations, from better health to mental health and more. Let's check out the conversation right now with your host, Jen and Mel.
Welcome to Conversations with Jen and Mel. And so today we are talking about side hustles and the rise of side hustles. I mean, to the point where the side hustle has become the main hustle and nobody wants to report to the 9-to-5 hustle.
Except me.
Except us. So idealistically,
what?
The side hustle was that, what? It was supposed to be that surplus, that extra income until COVID, there was this major shift.
Definitely.
You know, people found out, wait a minute, it was so empowering for individuals, yet it was so crippling for the workforce because during COVID, it was always a catch-22 because people found out, man, I can actually produce. I can actually produce that. My side thing can become my main thing, and then eventually it can be my only thing.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. But COVID, it was after COVID. It was sometime during that period and so, now this is my take on it today, though. Everybody's an expert. So, now, people are not just marketing their gifts. They're marketing the gifts that they hope that they one day somehow aspire to having. They take a training and become an expert. They get a certification and become an expert.
I don't even know if they all have certifications. For some people, they are just naturally talented or gifted in some areas, and then they run with it and they come off like they're expert, but they have no knowledge at all.
And so I remember during COVID, it was when everyone was doing the COVID and the PPP, and during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ran across a young lady that was an expert grant writer. Okay.
Oh.
So you do realize that winning a Walmart Spark grant
I'm not messing with you.
does not make you an expert grant writer. Yeah. Do you realize that winning a local $3,000 grant does not make you qualified to write a $300,000 grant? And so, my organization, my nonprofit, we were looking for an expert grant writer.
Okay.
Oh, and she spoke good. And she actually had taken a training with one of my directors. And so she talked a good game. And so we believed her. And not only did I pay her to write grants for us, I also paid her to write grants for other people. To no avail. And to no avail.
Oh, no.
And to no avail. And to no avail. And so, eventually I said,
first of all, I thought grant writers got paid based on the amount of money that they were able to bring to you.
No. That is actually, what is the word that they like to use? Unethical?
Oh.
So many of the quote-unquote grant writers today figure that it is unethical for them to do that.
Okay.
When I'm with her. For a long time, that seems to be the trending thing to do. Like, okay, well, you get a percentage of, you write yourself into. They say, no, that's unethical. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So today it's unethical. It may have gotten a pass yesterday, but today it's unethical. So anyways, So the grant writer finally sent me a copy of what she submitted. I got saved that day.
You are goofy. You resubmitted your life to Christ that day? Surrender. I surrender.
I returned to the altar that day. But it was...
I'm fooling with you.
So let me just say, part of my conversation, my rational conversation with her was, before you charge anyone else for your craft, you need to perfect it.
Okay.
Because this work is less than novice. Ooh. And I sent this to a trained grant writer, and they can't even correct it or evaluate it. It needs to be scratched.
And start over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
yes. Right. Yes. And so today I have found that there's so many experts in so many different areas, and so many people need help. Mm-hmm. And we desire help, but we don't know who to trust. Mm-hmm. And so with me running day programs, people are constantly coming to me for advice. But a lot of times, I'm also in pursuit of someone that can give me some advice. Because a lot of what I've learned has been through trial and error. Mm-hmm. And when I go to individuals seeking help, the information that they're actually selling is actually less than I already know. It's inferior to that I've already been taught. And I have seen so many people that are teaching information or giving information and charging for information that is inferior to what someone actually needs to survive. So what is it? Is it that when we don't survive, we become coaches? Is it when we failed in an area, but we've had the experience, we chalk it up to success? And now because I can't survive in that arena, I can still coach in it. And so I'm seeing a lot of people who are coaching in areas that they've walked away from. And not walked away from simply because they decided to do something different, but because they failed at it. Mm. So right now, I find myself in a place where my earnest desire is to diversify. And I have so many people come in and say, why don't you coach me? Now I'm giving away information because of my bought lessons that is actually free. But now I'm waiting to say, okay, where's that individual that I can actually glean from that's willing to make an exchange? Mm-hmm. Because everybody wants a donation and you don't know who to trust. And so it's always been, by the time I get finished talking to you, I'm like, okay. And honestly, what I have found is that the people who are seeking out information and saying, help me, are a lot like me in some aspect, where they're a wealth of knowledge. Mm-hmm. They're just devoid in certain areas. And so they're saying, I know something, tell me more. Mm-hmm. But those that are charging are suspect. And I'm having a hard time trying to figure out, who can I run to? And so what's your experience with this, with the coaches and the experts and the side hustles and the...
I don't have any experience with it. None. No. I'm in my own little bubble. I'm busy. So I don't know.
Wow. You all know that's my saying when
you know that already. I don't really have experience.
Okay, so how many of you out there needed some help? And so now I'm talking to the audience today. Okay, so really. So how many of you out there needed some help and didn't know who to turn to, but those that you knew who were credible wanted your birthright in order to get some help.
Mm-hmm.
When did we stop helping each other? When did we?
Okay, so I guess my experience would be then my toxic trait is I could do it myself. I do it myself. I figure it out on my own.
But you don't know what you don't know.
But I'll try.
And so I have found that. And so in the world of day programming, let's just talk about it for a minute. What I'm finding out as African Americans, now please, if you have more information, you can just put it in the comments, say something please, because I need to know. I need to know what I don't know and what I haven't been told. What I found out as African Americans, we will take the bare bones, the minimum crumbs,
Mm-hmm.
call ourselves having a business when it looks like a side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about side hustles, but this is our bread and butter. We're telling everybody we're successful at it. When we have one location,
Mm-hmm.
2 on a good day,
Mm-hmm.
3 if we've just excelled. When Caucasians got 50 locations, 100 locations, and they're diversifying and they're multiplying, and we're on barely making street. And we don't realize there's a problem. So the answer is I can do it by myself. I can ask those that I know. But when you keep asking what those that you know, and my issue has been, I keep asking those that I know, and those that I know don't know. And so I've had to go beyond my circle in order to get answers. It's interesting when those that are coaching you don't know. And they give.
Nobody knows everything. And that's why I don't know if you've heard that saying about surrounding yourself. If you're the smartest person in the room, that you hanging with the wrong crowd.
Listen, I'm looking for to expand the crowd. I'm not the smartest, but dang on, I'm the boss.
Probably like, let me into the next circle.
Yes, it was this conference that was in Texas this weekend. Oh, I wanted to go. We were supposed to be moving. I wanted to go. I wanted to be there because it's a young woman. And shout out to the young ladies out there who are making it happen. Who are actually making it happen. And when you pay a fee to their conference or to be a part, they're not gatekeeping. So shout out to all my young ladies out there and the young gentlemen out there, the young guys out there who are not gatekeeping and hoarding information, but sharing. But I heard so many great things about this conference. And it was a healthcare conference, and it was a young woman throwing it. I was so excited about it. And at first I was a little leery about it, until I started hearing the reviews and people who knew her personally. I was like, well done. Well done when the reviews on you are that you are who you say you are, And so I think we need to investigate more. And so talking about side hustles, even to the point where to the catering, we're looking for people because sometimes we're saying everyone's a caterer now. And so now we're looking for a good deal. They invite us in to taste a few of their items, and you realize that, wow, this may not have been all they're doing.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But everybody's an expert.
Just because you shop at Sam's Club does not make you a caterer. I just want to say that. Or Gordon's or Costco.
I'm not a caterer. All right. So side hustles, but what are some good side hustles though? So outside of people being coaches and consultants and what, you know what? I commend those that are doing social media right now, the influencers. They have really taken advantage of the day, promoting other people's brands. Yes, you know there's there's a slight fee for it on every, but please continue to do what you're doing, and not only that, you're gonna see me up on. Listen, I'm gonna pimp myself out. But I'm so serious, and so that's one of the things that COVID did make room for. The fan that's got my hair. You see my hair just flying, the flyaways. It's the fan. But anyway, so that is one of the side hustles that I've seen, that everybody's an influencer, but some people are really making it happen, and some people that couldn't have survived any other way. So when I say COVID was the best of times but the worst of times, it was just it was a time of transition. It was a time of change, and for a lot of us, it's been hard to get used to. We're not used to, as employers, looking for somebody and that won't work. We're not used to trying to figure out why we can't find people who don't want to come in office and everybody wants to work virtually. And so we're having a hard time. And just if you're my age group, you know, you understand that sometimes, you know, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Snapchat, some of that is French.
Yes, a lot of it is.
A lot of it is French. And so we haven't been able to adapt to fully understand the culture, but it is really going to benefit us to be able to, as business owners, figure out, how do I tap into that vein? So what are some of the other side hustles that we've seen arise? So for those of you who are looking for side hustles, what I have found is that there has been a rise in the need for care homes, unlicensed care homes. So before the government starts regulating care homes, I admonish you to get into the unlicensed care homes and home health care. What else? So the rise of side hustles. What else? Transportation. Non-emergency medical transportation. Another big demand is happening now. So to some of you out there, somebody watching, this is your confirmation. Somebody gonna share this with you to let you know that there is a void, especially in the community mental health area. There's a void in transportation right now for non-emergency medical transportation. That's that honk, go get it. What else?
But transportation in general, Uber,
Okay.
the food delivery places, DoorDash, Uber Eats.
They're my peeps. Shout out to all my DoorDash folks. Y'all my peeps. You on Amazon.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Amazon delivery.
The rise of side hustles. What else? The podcasters. So which one of y'all, who made some money doing this? Chime in.
You so funny. If you're a creative, like you said earlier, the TikTokers, the influencers.
Oh,
Did it big.
Talking about the creatives. So wait a second. So you do realize that Detroit has been on and popping in the movie scene. What's that D-list movie?
I don't know.
Okay, it's not Tubi. Is it Tubi?
Tubi, I think so, yes.
Tubi has really, Detroit has been dominating in Tubi. So to all my creatives out there, filmmakers, and Tubi, even on Netflix. So there has been a rise in those industries since COVID. Those side hustles.
Mm-hmm.
What else is a side hustle that I've seen actually rising up? I know it's been the care homes. I know it's the home health care, whether it's the home health aides or the community living support, the unlicensed homes. Coaching, but see, coaching broke out before that. There was an uprising, and everyone was a life coach. Everyone was a life coach before COVID, so yeah. But during COVID, they just started coming up with certifications that weren't certified or credentialed by any type of. They made up a board and then certified to anyway. So who else? Who else? So what I found is that I'm in this group called people about women 50 and over, and what I found is that there's so many people that are looking for different side hustles. And this is a side hustle that I completely misunderstood. High ticket sales. High ticket sales.
What is that?
And so, anyone care to elaborate? Because I believe it's just what it says, right? High ticket sales. So selling prices over a certain item.
Like you just buy something? I'm confused.
No, you sell it. And because you're the salesman, like if we sold a vehicle, or we sold an expensive appliance, a high ticket sale, because you get a larger cut because of the larger price. And so you can sell fewer of them and make more money. And so high ticket sales. And so when you look up high ticket sale items, companies that have high ticket sales, and I think some of it even includes exercise equipment.
Oh.
High ticket sales. I was like, wait a minute. You mean I used to sell stuff for peanuts? Pharmaceutical salesman. Pharmaceutical sales. Yep.
That's always been a good side.
That's major.
But I didn't think it was as open. Is it open? Was it closed? It was by invitation only.
She said by invitation only.
Illegal. How do you become a legal pharmaceutical rep?
It's a training. It's a whole training and certification program.
Okay.
Yep, it's a whole training and certification program. And then I guess you go to a company and it's a whole, actually after working in the CMH and getting pimped out, I kind of looked into it for a minute. I wanted to know. I was gonna go from a therapist to a drug dealer, a legalized.
Okay, I can see you could do it.
I could do it.
You could do it. Why didn't you pursue it?
Why didn't I pursue it? I just couldn't see pushing drugs. Like, but I might have to revisit it. What y'all think? Oh my goodness. I think the issue becomes being a therapist and understand the misuse of it. There's so much misuse of it. Like even, there's so much misuse of drugs that even those that would seem to be beneficial or those that are beneficial legally, it's like, dang, but it just keeps winding up in the wrong hands. But wait a minute, as the drug dealers would say, somebody gonna sell it, why not let it be you?
Oh no.
But yeah, I couldn't justify that within myself. Yeah.
Okay.
That was then, but it's hard out here for a pimp.
Oh wow.
I'm kidding. But so what else? Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Don't be mad, church. The rise of
Lord, don't say it.
Wait a minute, Jennifer got it. Jennifer?
I don't got it. I'm not saying that. I don't know.
The rise of... She got it. She got it. So you're not going to say it?
No, I'm not.
the rise of social media ministers. Let's just say that. Yeah. Everybody was on social media charging. Everybody was on social media. Wait a minute. That was what? They was delivering a word at some point. They was putting that Cash App up there. I mean, they was on.
I didn't see them.
She didn't see it. How? Okay, for real though. Don't y'all remember doing COVID? Don't you remember doing COVID? It was like people were coming up preaching all day, every day. Like people you had never seen preach before. Didn't even know they were a preacher in their church. Of course, COVID opened the door for it. But they never had that many Bible studies. I mean... I mean, preaching became their side hustle. That's the truth.
That was coming up in her feed. That was coming up in my feed.
Wow.
Like, wow.
Wow. It's the truth in y'all.
I know good and dang on well nobody was just... Was it? No. Anyway. See, I feel like the church get a bad rap as it is, so I don't want to talk about it. Go to what's next? What else?
I think the church is amazing.
I know you think the church is amazing.
I think we do some ridiculous things. I think
we ain't did nothing.
I think we are still human and we still do some ridiculous things. Like, I think that everybody in the church ain't born again. Some folks just got saved and went to the altar and we still being renewed. Wait a minute, hold up. I ain't even just talking about the church all the time. Listen, ouch on me and mine. Like, I'm guilty of not being perfect every day, all day. I'm also guilty of saying, you know what, I'm sorry. I apologize. I repent. Forgive me. Lord, have mercy. Help me to go back and get it right. But I ain't guilty of charging nobody for a word. I mean, I don't mean to be funny. It was all kind of preachers I ain't never seen, didn't even know they preached. Like, it just became like a trend to be a preacher. But you gonna pay the cost to be that boss, babe. You don't know the cost of the oil.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Conversations with Jen and Mel. Please join us every Monday at 8 p.m. for new episodes on Facebook, YouTube, Rick.tv, and the Rick TV app by way of Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Join us again next time on Conversations with Jen and Mel.